Hi, welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to be making one of my family's favorites. I'm going to be making lasagna. Now I've already taken 1.5 pounds of ground beef and browned it, and then I added a cup of onions that I had chopped in it, so that way I have that much finished. Now I'm adding my garlic, and that's something I love. I really like, and it's good for you, but I love garlic in my foods. I usually try to keep a small container of them cleaned, because that's one job I don't like. I really don't like cleaning garlic. It's just a slow process, and seems like you're not getting much done in the time you're working on it. So, but has to be done. So when I do it, I usually clean quite a bit of it at a time, because I could use it in just about everything I make, I think. I'm going to just brown that a little bit, bring it together. The garlic I put in last because it will burn very easily if you're not keeping a good eye on it. Okay, that looks nice and oh, that smells so good. My husband was outside shoveling snow, and when he came in, he said, "Are you cooking something like spaghetti or something?" He could smell the different things I had in the kitchen. And I said, "Yeah, I'm making lasagna." So, okay. Now, to that, we're going to add our seasonings. And I'm also adding a little bit of Italian seasoning to mine. And we'll have all this posted down below so that you can get it all. And then I'm adding a little, very little salt. Generous with my pepper. We really enjoy pepper. So bring that together a little bit. Oh, that does smell good. Now, once I get all this together, we're going to have to let it simmer for about an hour. And get all those flavors together and everything. And then you'll use 1 large can of tomatoes diced. I usually use my home can, but this time I'm cheating and I'm using bought ones. Now that really makes the flavor come out, get that juice in there. And then along with that, we're going to be adding 1 12-ounce can of tomato paste. Now it is smelling good. Now when it's simmering, you don't want to cover it. You want to leave the pan uncovered. And I'm using 1/4 of a cup of sugar. Okay, now I'm going to let that simmer. fire down low and let it simmer. Now while that's simmering, I'm going to get everything out to make my cheese sauce that goes in it. And we'll cook the lasagna also before I. So, and I'll put these back in the refrigerator and guard those because I really don't like peeling them. Anyway, we'll be back in 1 hour. Okay, I am back. Now I have been cooking my lasagna. I'm going to take it over and drain it real quick. You want to drain your lasagna, and it'll keep cooking a little bit because it's still really, really hot. So I'm going to set it back there. Now, I have my sauce sauteing, and I've been doing that now for almost an hour. So now we're going to mix our cheese mixture up. And I'm using 16 ounces of mozzarella cheese. And I'm going to use a half a cup of Parmesan cheese to mix in it. And then we're supposed to use cottage cheese, but you can always substitute something else if your family doesn't care for cottage cheese. And I'm using the regatta because my husband doesn't like cottage cheese. So we need 3 cups. I think that might look like it's about 3 cups, maybe a little bit more. Okay. And then I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of parsley flakes. Now this is going to make quite a bit of lasagna. And if you're like us and you don't have but 2 or 3 people eating it, you can always freeze part of it because this recipe freezes very, very well. And then I'm going to add a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons of oregano. Stir my sauce one more time. Now, while it was simmering, I felt that it was a little bit dry, and it wasn't simmering as the way I like for it to. So I added a half a cup of water to it, and that made it perfect. Okay, now I am going to add to my cheeses, I'm going to add 2 eggs. I'm going to slightly beat those up just a little bit. I've got my oven preheating at 350. Looks like I've got more cheese sauce than I do meat sauce, but we'll find out. The cheese melts. And I'm going to add just a little bit of pepper to it. Looks like I probably need to make phone calls and see who wants dinner tonight, because this does make a nice big batch. Now, it'll take 12, maybe 14 of the noodles. Have my dish here all ready to meat sauce all cooked nice and thick. Oh, that smells so yummy. And it looks great. My husband tasted it and said it was good. So anyway, we're going to start building our lasagna. Now, I'm going to reserve a little bit of the sauce to go on top of it. Start with my noodles. Onto the fingers. Okay. I'm going to add some sauce on that. Like I said, this is a family favorite, and it's just good comfort food, especially like today. It's snowing. Oh my goodness. I got up this morning and had 4 inches of snow. I'm sure people have more than that, but for me, that's 4 inches too much. Terrible. Okay, now we're going to add our cheese. I'm just going to layer this right in with our meat. I'm sorry, I have to get my fingers in there. This was one of my dad's favorite dishes. Pasta, any way you make it, he liked it. He liked lasagna, but then for them you had to use the cottage cheese because that's what Mother liked, was cottage cheese. I think I might have it all covered. Then I'm just going to mush it down a little bit. Is that a word, mush it? And I'm going to get some more noodles, some more lasagna. It's still smelling delicious. Now we're going to bake this for 45 minutes to an hour. I don't know how long. I'll watch it because everybody's oven is different. And all of this yummy yummy out of here. much cheese mixed up, but that's okay. I'll put it in a bowl and we'll use it on our next recipe if I have too much. And then when I first started, I reserved a little bit of sauce, and that's to go on the top of it. And as it bakes, that cheese will melt and that sauce will go up in it, and this what I'm putting on top will go down in the bottom of it, and it'll just all mix together. Now I didn't use all 12 of my lasagnas that I cooked. It didn't take them all. My dish wasn't, my sauce and everything, I just didn't have enough to do them all. So, anyway, we'll find something to use them for. Okay. And I had preheated my oven to 350, and I'm sorry, but that's good. Okay. And then we're going to take, if I can find it, my Parmesan cheese, and I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit on top of it. Okay. It's at 350 for 45 minutes to an hour, and at that time, when it's finished, I will be back. Okay, I am back, and our lasagna is finished. I actually had it in the oven for 45 minutes. So I let it set. You have to let it set a little while. They say recommend 10 minutes before you cut into it. So we're going to see what happens here. It smells so yummy. So I don't know if it'll come out good or if it'll come out sloppy, since I'm not waiting the full 10 minutes. But that's me, I never do it. So. Well, I guess it came out of the pan okay. Okay. There's a little piece right there that I'm going to cheat and grab and taste it. That is very good. Now you can see our layers of cheese and meat and lasagna. And like I said, I had it in the oven for 45 minutes. And depends on your oven. It can take 45 to an hour. So check your oven, check it off and on to see how it's doing. And I think you'll like it if you try it. I know you will. So let me know if you try it. Let me know what you think of it. And all you have to do then with that is I'm going to just add a couple dinner rolls. I freeze my dinner rolls when I buy them because we can never use the whole pack at one time. So we'll just have a couple dinner rolls with it and call that our supper tonight. So I'm glad you watched my video. I'm going to be bringing you a few more good recipes. This is just good comfort food. So I hope you all try it, and we'll have the recipe all posted down below. And if you have any questions, let us know. So I thank you bunches and for stopping in today.